Yes, maybe adding that. Talking about Don Jackson, you know. So usually in your instructions video, in your seminars, the upper body not set, keep moving, right? For the circle, toe loop, everything.
I usually start with rotational momentum in my jumps. Like, for example, a sow cow, I would have rotational momentum and do the jump.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't really do that with a Lutz, can you?
Yeah, but Don Jackson said that, like as you mentioned before, that he leans forward, but also he goes that his shoulder blades go like.
Yes, he uses spinal torque method to do the Lutz, which you pretty well have to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, do a good Lutz.
Yeah, so I thought people who is struggling to do outside takeoff, the correct edge takeoff for the single Lutz, double Lutz. Maybe if people can go a little bit like from this here and this, use a little bit of momentum.
So to do kind of like a bounce kind of thing, you rotate this way and bounce back again?
No, from here we don't go this way. We use the shoulder, right? At the end here and then this.
Yeah.
Because if the joint is keep moving, it's easier to...
so you wouldn't go here and then set up and then go. You would want to go with some rotation this way and then go back the other way?
Yeah, but that's slowly. It's not like a big movement. Maybe like what about like coming here?
You're right. Static positions. I don't really agree with static positions. I like to keep moving into the jump, but if you've got some rotation
just a little bit,
that's rotational momentum going in the opposite direction you want. So that does make the rotation a little more difficult. It has its plus side and its minus side.
And rather than setting up this position from the beginning, like this, maybe you can go from some positions.
Yeah, well, many skaters, they don't do that back outside thing. They come and they do some kind of like different ways of going, changing foot into their Lutz jumps. So they do kind of more keep moving than we were used to doing back in my day. Yeah, but you know, like golfers, they don't start from a complete static position and then do the swing. Often they'll do some kind of little motion before they initiate the backswing, because it's true, to be in a static position and then initiate your action is kind of like it's nice to keep moving. It's easier if you keep moving.
Yes.
I know there is the upside to that.
So especially our adult skater, the beginner adult skater can't do the Lutz, and then young children who can't do the double Lutz, or like all the time it's taking off the inside the edge, is because their lower body is not steady. They can't hold the edge, outside the edge, horizontal the hip. You know, they can't keep your torsos vertical, right? Because if you can be steady, your skating edges, and then also the alignment, and then like a body, then you can keep moving free here, right?
Yes, and let's talk about flutzers, actually, now that you brought up the point. The other thing about flutzers, I think, is that they often don't bend into the skating ankle enough. If you bend into this skating ankle as you reach back, then your free leg is going to stay low. And then so you can put it in there with pinpoint accuracy. Whereas if you bend like into the wrong hip and the free leg goes high, then by the time you bring it back down, you've already changed edge. That's one thing, actually. So we want to bend just a little bit into this hip into our athletic position. We don't want to bend too much. Like, Yeah, okay, Don Jackson bent a lot forward, but he still kept his free leg fairly low. We don't want that free leg to go too high. And Flutzers, they tend to start, so as we reach back in this position, we want to keep the arms and shoulders and spine in the same position, and then initiate the rotation. Flutzers tend to get this, the shoulders, the spine, the shoulders, the arms rotating as they're reaching back, right? As they're already turning, pre-rotating too soon, so then it changes onto the inside edge. There are those two aspects of the Flutz which you can beware of.
Are you ready to show beautiful single Lutz?
Well, I already showed my single Lutz. Maybe I can warm up and see if I can do a double Lutz for the camera. Okay, I'll warm up a few first, and then we can come back on and I'll see if I can show what my Lutz looks like. I haven't done that many, I haven't done Lutzes in months because my ankle has been kind of stressed out. But I would like to show, I think I have a pretty nice double Lutz. And I did a good triple Lutz. You can look in Gary Beacom YouTube videos from when I was competing as an amateur and see that I had a fairly good triple Lutz. And even in more recent competitions where I did double Lutzes, it was a pretty nice jump and a pretty consistent jump. There was nothing wonky about it, and it was definitely off an outside edge. So, but I'll see if I can do an up-to-date one for the camera. Okay, I'll practice and see if I can make that happen. Okay, bye for now.